Just make you all tingly and warm on the inside. It's
Well,
fabulous.
it's a fabulous game. It's a
Really
patchwork game because you can see little threads here and there of where the original concept was and kind of where it was supposed to go when it got written out or removed or something like that. It's kind of like Dark Souls when they start
Yeah.
like deep diving into some of the stuff that got cut out. Um,
Oh yeah. Some of like the lore and just some of the different activities and stuff.
yeah, and you can, given that the entire mount system is as it is, I'm surprised they even involved it in the first place. No, stop it! I see the look on your face.
What? I'm laughing at something in the chat. Don't
Oh,
yell
okay.
at me, woman. You're getting all uppity. You need to learn your place
What?
here. I don't know what you're doing.
Fine.
Somebody's feeling a little uppity this evening.
Well, some people can see me.
Jesus, you're just like every other one out there. Just because I'm laughing doesn't necessarily mean it's you. Doesn't necessarily
You're
mean it's
laughing
against
at me.
you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not always laughing at you. Sometimes I'm just laughing because it's funny and entertaining. My
I,
God.
I
It's like my wife,
told.
she'll be like, my wife will do like something silly and ridiculous, and I'll start giggling, and she'll be like, "Why are you laughing at me?" I'm like, "I'm not laughing at you. I just find you amusing. It's funny. You're doing something silly. That is funny. Silly things are funny."
You're
Like
laughing at me.
exactly. Well, with you, I am laughing at you most of
Oh
the
yeah.
time. So yeah, that's
Um.
completely different. I have to sleep next to her.
Well, yeah. I did go over and find the very much kind of a huge kryptonite for women, and I broke the women code, and I told the men this. Nothing is more infuriating than single word responses.
I had a friend of mine in high school that hated when anybody replied with okay.
Oh,
That one drove her absolutely bat crazy. And it was right when texting was really becoming a thing too.
oh God.
And because her theory behind it was, I just assumed the text went through and that you read it, and if all you're gonna reply with is okay, it's not worth the reply.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I mean, this is like sketchy country cellular data, okay? Like, no, I want you to know, I want to know that you got it, okay? Like, no, I completely and totally disagreed. But I do get the whole like, yeah, one word answers can be kind of annoying kind of thing. I totally get that.
It,
I like
like
what what's really annoying to me is the thumbs up. I would rather have an okay than a thumbs up.
I'm
Like those,
okay
those
with thumbs ups. Thumbs up is pretty alright. It was really bad because when I told them this, it was triggering me so much because they started the entire chat, the entire thread on on the Discord started responding to me in single word letters, and I know they were only doing it to fuck with me, but at the same time, I was just like, "But are we still friends? I don't know. Should I ask?"
Of course, you're still friends. Guys wouldn't waste all that time and energy harassing you if they didn't like you. That's kind of it. Remember, it's like the whole little boy pulls your pigtails at recess in like kindergarten. Remember, same concept, right? Same concept.
I
We
didn't
just
have
change our
boys
tactics
that
as we get
did
older.
that
That's all.
because I didn't have boys that did that because I was too fucking weird and it was too fucking aggro when they did it.
Oh my God, woe is me. All the boys stay away from me. Oh, woe is me. I'm Sunker Maiden. I'm going to end up being an old cat lady. Oh.
Old rabbit lady, but it still stands, yes.
Well, you got to at least get one cat because the rabbits don't live near as long as the cats.
We live 8 years.
Like, yeah, but I'm still saying, like, and if you raise the cat and the rabbit together, you won't have to worry about anything. It'd be great.
Where is that?
Yeah, see,
Not
that's how you got to
ferrets,
do it.
though. I always wanted to get a ferret, but, well, one, it's illegal to own a ferret without a license in California. But,
Are you serious?
oh yeah. Yeah.
That's insane. You can go to the pet store here and pick up a ferret. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, I believe it's ferrets.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. It's California.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, if they catch you illegally owning a ferret, they basically euthanize the animal and charge you. So it's just like it's a specific dick move.
Well, did you hear like what happened to the squirrel and the raccoon in New York like last year, right?
Is that Mr. Peanut or something?
Yeah, like the internet squirrel or whatever. And the New York City officials came in and took the squirrel and the raccoon from them and euthanized them when they were living perfectly happy lives with the
Oh,
people, right? Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
know they
guess what?
killed him.
Yeah, oh yeah, they euthanized him. So guess what? They're now suing the city of New York for like $20 million or something.
Yeah, it's just it's not normal to have a pet squirrel, but you know what? That those kind of bonds kind of happen, especially when like, if you save a squirrel's life, that's your
Yeah,
buddy now. That squirrels
right.
just squirrels be like that.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, I mean, a lot of animals are like that too, especially if they got injured. And it's just like it's like a rehab center for a lot of places too. They
Hmm.
can't go once they're like quote unquote domesticated. I guess is the closest you can call to it because they're never truly domesticated. You still got to watch out. They're gonna something might get you.
Yeah.
Someone might get irritated and bite you. But like still at the end of the day, it's like you can't return once they become dependent on you. You can't really return them to the wild in most cases because those instincts are gone. So it's like they would have to go feral in order for even any of that to come back, and then they're dangerous. You know what I mean? And so you don't want that either. So it's like, so like literally, yeah, that was the New York City's answer was to just whack them. Like, wow, okay, thanks, guys.
You know what, New York? Can you just go over and fix your gang violence and prostitution, and then we can worry about people owning squirrels?
Right,
Can you go over and take out the gang violence
right, right,
and
yeah, yeah.
the criminal activities and
Well, see, you don't understand is it's a lot harder for the squirrel to fight back. Also, it's also not racial profiling if you go after the squirrel.
well, it's
So there's
well,
that as well.
I'm pretty colorblind. If you see someone going over and stealing something, I don't care what fucking color we are.
Right, right. It's like, hey, it's not rocket science. You just arrest people for doing things that are illegal
Yeah,
because your culture, your community, the people that live in your town, all voted for those laws in one
yeah.
form or another. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I don't know. I think it might be the will of the people to enforce them.
Just
Um,
just a
but
little
I
bit.
mean, that's just some crazy backwards redneck Southern retard thinking. Plus, I'm Hispanic
Well,
too,
you're
so that
not.
automatically means my IQ is like way lower than those white people making these decisions.
Well, you're not
So
nearly as enlightened as the East Coasters who are
right,
living in buildings so tall you can't actually have garbage disposal, given how it's
R-
designed.
right, and on top of each other in itty bitty little like 100 square foot apartments that cost you $10,000 a month, and yeah, those people really, really know what's going on in life and how the rest of us should operate. Those people are just absolute geniuses, clearly,
The most
clearly,
intelligent.
right,
Very much
obviously.
like I think monks live better lives than they do. At least more fulfilling.
Dude, I I would take a vow of silence and become a monk before you would drag me to New York City and live in one of those freaking closets that pay 10,000. It's not there is nothing in New York City that I want to see or be around that bad. There is nope.
Oh,
Nope. And you
oh,
know how much I like to talk. Can you imagine me taking a vow of silence? Come on now.
oh! As a very funny thing, you'll enjoy this. When I was looking up vacation spots, places to
Yeah,
go vacation, it was just like
right.
Los Angeles. There's a tour at Los Angeles, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I look at all the
I mean,
pictures, they're beautiful. It's all super nice, super sunny and wonderful. And I'm like, I know there's all this gun violence and trash in the streets.
well, it's like you just get on the satellite photography and you start zooming in on the streets and you can see the homeless encampments. Hell, you can probably see a few of the needles from some of those satellites and some of the Google Street views.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, yeah, no, we know. Oh, it's my favorite too. Is like we used to get the California commercials on like YouTube or like like Pluto or something like that every once in a while, and I'm just like laughing. I'm like, all of that is Northern California.
Oh, yeah.
Show me San Francisco. Show me downtown Los Angeles. Right? You want to advertise your state? Show me those things, man. Don't try to blow this smoke up my butt about all the beach and the vineyards and all this other nonsense.
Well,
Show me where your crazies are at.
Napa's pretty okay. The wine country, it has to be okay because that's where a lot of money is. California.
Well, yeah, that's where the governor hangs out. So obviously,
Mhm.
it's got to be safe, and those streets have to be cleaned up. Or if a
Oh
commie
yeah,
shows up,
yeah. Um, it was just before that, like Northern Cal is starting to get hit by that a little bit as well, because there's like a tour package you could buy. I didn't pick it, but it was like you could go to Carmel, Monterey Bay, and the Big Sur and Los Angeles. I think was the circuit you would go. Um, and I went over and asked my mom, like, "Hey, the Big Sur, is that something worth going over and seeing?" She's like, "I think there's a whole bunch of homeless encampments there." Okay, never mind. I won't
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. It's like you can pretty much say that about all of Los Angeles, sadly now, because like even like was it the famous Chinese theater or whatever, right? Like whenever they
Yeah.
have premieres, like you've seen the pictures, they have to clear the homeless out from around like one of the most legendary Hollywood theaters of all time. You know what I mean? Like that's real. That's how you know things are really bad. Like things have just gone insane.
Well, but
Like
when
even
you
the quote unquote nice parts you can't be in anymore.
when you can't kick out the homeless, and you can't remove the homeless, and you can't allow when you don't allow common police to move the
Right.
homeless, this is what happens. This is absolutely what happens.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. So I mean it's just and you know what? I hate to say it, but well, I don't hate to say it. That's what they voted for. For
I
how
didn't
long?
vote for it.
Well, I know you didn't, but you also don't live in like LA or San Francisco either. Not to dox you. I mean, it's not like there's other places in
They
California
they know
besides LA and San
people know
Francisco.
I live in Cali.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but it's also like, but the problem is those density populations, all of the group think and all of the, well, probably, I mean, completely and totally legit and safe and most secure elections in the country, obviously, are in California. But those density populations, they all end up thinking the same. And because their density populations outweigh so much of the common sense areas of California, it's like the old saying, there's been a saying around for a while. There's no such thing as a blue state. There's just blue cities.
Yes.
Because the majority of the states, if you go by county, majority of them are red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Throughout the country. It's just that those high density populations, you always end up seeing that stuff indebted. And unfortunately, they end up suffering the consequences. And you're going to eventually see a point, unless something changes, you're going to end up seeing San Francisco and Los Angeles turn into Detroit, just like New York City, too, especially if they elect that freaking crazy guy that's running for things out there. So, but like, I hate to get in. I didn't mean to get this into politics. Somebody was trying to talk about all the wonderful places she was going to go on vacation.
Yeah.
But,
no, it was just a very funny thing of just looking over there, seeing the the false advertisement of Los Angeles, and mixed in with that, with also New York City. They're like, "Come see New York, come see the Big Apple," and I'm like, "Hell, fucking no, no."
No, yeah, and that's and it's sad too because there was a time in my life I would have loved to. I thought about it in high school. I was like, let's just, I don't have anything else on the books. Let's just freaking pack up the car with all the crap I've got, my clothes and like some of my DVDs and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep driving west and see what happens. See, I'm either going to hit the water or the car is going to break down, one or the other, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But it's kind of one of the situations where I'd say what? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, yeah. And it was one of those situations where I'm like looking back at it now, I'm like, I'm really glad the Lord didn't let me do that because like that would probably be, if I was still stuck out in California, that'd be a really bad situation right now. And I might have gone crazy like all them liberal hippies too. So who knows?
You might have if you were in a certain commune or something.
I don't think I would have been getting in any communes. I'm a little more single-minded than that. I'm a little too narcissistic for a commune. I'd have to be the one running the commune. I couldn't be part of someone else's commune.
There is a weird pretentiousness when it comes to Californians because they still lie to themselves and say like we live in a two-party state, even though almost everything runs blue. They still lie to themselves. So this is the cope they have that, we're not running the country, we're not running our state into the ground. Of course not. We have a two-party state. It's just our ideas are better. So it's like, it's just the Democrat ideas are better, and that's why it's always winning. It's not because you cheat.
No, nothing like that. No, that would never. No, we have the most safe and secure elections on the planet. There is nowhere in this country that can cheat, not at all in any way, shape, or form. Before this gets us in
Oh yes. Okay.
Finish
Yeah.
your thought. No, finish your thought. Finish your thought.
It's not like when you're in a city and you're so distanced from people 5 feet away from you. It's not a good community. It's not like a suburb, which is a lot of powers that be want to get rid of the suburbs. It's not like a
Oh, yeah.
suburb or a town where you kind of know some of the people you live with. In a city, it's really easy to not know the people that's around you, and it's really easy to go over and be able to fake your pop numbers.
Oh,
And
there you go.
that can be extended to other things.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I promise this is a Doctor Who show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when who was good? Because tonight we are now on the fourth to the last episode of this season before the Christmas special, boys and girls, and then it's Classic Who. So it is not long at all, ladies and gentlemen. So, boys and girls, without further ado, when who is good?
In the heart of the cosmos, where time and space collide, the Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to the far edges of space, with Rose, Martha and Donna, through time they chase. Daleks and their fury, Cybermen, steel and cold, the mysteries of Bad Wolf, stories untold. To the planet of New Earth and the fires of Pompeii, through the shadows of the vast and their they find their way. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show where the universe was at their command, Jesse, the common nerd with a vision so bright, guiding through the episodes into the night. The Maiden sunk her with insights to unveil, and Mr. Grant Gregory with lore to irrigate. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a day universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime. A Sakarak's invasion and the last Dalek stand, with the Doctor at Capaldi and undone. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a day universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime.
So, all of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will, where do you want to start?
How's everybody doing tonight, boys and girls? It's Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things 33 common sense lands. Welcome to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good, boys and girls. The Peter Capaldi era, the very last season of the new Doctor Who episodes out there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And surprisingly, for all of the disastrous dumpster fires that we recall this season being, going back through, it's actually surprisingly not as bad as what we remember. There's been some rough spots, and there's been some very rough episodes. But for the most part, it's really not been all that bad. It's one of them situations where sometimes it stings just a little bit, but it's almost like a sting you kind of like sometimes. So it's one of them kind of fun situations out there. Never mind. I talked about it in the Bible study. Go back and watch that. I can make those jokes right now. But it's one of them situations where boys and girls, we've been having a good time. So we're enjoying this. We're going to get into tonight. We've got, what is tonight? So we've got season 10, episode 9, Empress of Mars. So if you catch the little bit of a preview that we did last week, this is the one where God Save the Queen is on Mars, is literally on the surface of Mars and can be seen. And so, of course, the Doctor gets piqued. He gets curious because, of course, he can't help himself. That's the way he goes. And so they're off to Mars to see what that's going on with that. So it should be a fun time. Cannot wait for all of that. But we're going to go over that fabulous stuff as well. And of course, we're going to say hi to the co-host because my Lord in heaven, it is so boring. It is so dreary when she's here, but that's okay because we keep bringing her back anyway. Sunker Maiden, how are you, my friend?
Stop bringing me back. I can't keep ruining your show. I'm a fucking lodestone, you bastard! You should turn this into a sausage fest and leave me out of it.
She's like a millstone around my neck. I'm just so glad no one's tossed me into the sea just yet. Oh. How are you, Sumker? How was your day? Yeah, I know. You always are. That's typical.
Well, that's actually how I can tell that when I have like the friends that are my good friends is when I'm having my little freak outs. They're like, go to sleep. I'm like,
yeah.
What? Go to sleep. Okay.
Stop calling me. Go to bed. No, Discord's not going to work either. Go to bed.
Fuck that Doctor Who episode.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Oh, that is so true. My God almighty in heaven. Oh, but yeah, needless to say, boys and girls, it's a good time around here. Sunker, how was your day? I heard you had a fun game earlier. Did
very
lots of
fun
people
game.
die? What's going on?
We almost had a player die. We had another player, he's not going to be here next week, so he got kidnapped by some witches. I'll let you all decide. It's what you think it is. And
now you've got my interest piqued.
And we are in the most harrowing battle of our lives, which also turned out to be the most fucking Looney Tune thing in the world, where I pick up a fucking goblin, pick him up, fly up, and drop his ass. He goes over, and as I drop his ass, I pull the pin on his grenade satchel, inspired as my team leader blew himself up by exploding all the fucking grenades on himself in a massive explosion that nearly one-shotted him. I was inspired to go over do that, so I pulled the pin, dropped the goblin. Goblin managed to pull off an athletics check just good enough to pull out that satchel really quick, throw it down. Not only did he not fucking blow up, he bomb bounced. It blew up, countermanding a little bit of the fall. And he landed pretty safely on the other side, and I was pissed off because he was 50 feet in the air. He lived. Twice.
You really wanted to kill that poor goblin, man. I'll tell you. That is, but honestly, like Looney Tunes stuff is kind of what I expect from you guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. All you need is like the vat and the evil henchman that's like trying to dip your friends in like the evil vat of like goo or whatever that does all of that kind of fun stuff.
Well, JT's character went over and magnificently leaped to go over and slash into an enemy. Completely missed, and his cool little motorcycle he was sitting on blew past him, so now it's all floating somewhere in a lake. So his hover cars, actually no, it's not even hovering, because it was like a spectacular failure, or like I forgot the wording, but it was like good and bad. He managed to not die, but his hover bike is now at the bottom of the Mississippi. So we had some time in our last stream.
Sounds like a good time to me. I mean, at least from the spectator's perspective, anyway. Sounds like it's absolutely hilarious. So yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. That's absolutely great.
We are.
That is absolutely fabulous. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. We're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat, and then we are going to jump right into our episode. But as a friendly reminder, as always, boys and girls, if you are over on the YouTube side, the pinned comment over there on YouTube, the pinned chat is the link to the Rumble stream. Because boys and girls, despite this being completely and totally within the realms of fair use, because we pause it, we talk about it, we review it, we scream about it, we yell about it. Some girl go, no, go back. Having this one more pause. Go back. No, go back. One more pause. That totally and completely and totally counts as a proper review and fair use. But unfortunately, because so many people have abused that system, the bots don't recognize the difference. So if we play anything essentially past 10 seconds, they're going to smack us for it. So if you join us over on Rumble or one of the other alternatives that we have, Pilled, Kick, yada, 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 then you can watch the full show with us. And the majority of you guys' chats will come in. I will see all of that kind of stuff as well. Obviously, if you want to highlight and all that kind of fun stuff, we have the cam going on. We have got the OBS cam are going on. So if anybody sends any direct donations, you'll see your giant dragon pop up and all of that kind of fun stuff, completely and totally obscuring my face. So if you don't want to see Common Nerd, that's the best way to do it. But yes, those and girls, so please join us over on the Rumble side. But we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. And thank you, Sunker, for raiding the stream while you were playing, after you were done playing Hogwarts. Sunker just can't help herself. She can't quit streaming once she starts on Sundays. She just has to keep on going.
I'm going to have a bad day tomorrow, so I'm like, I'm going to try to soak all the good I possibly can today.
I love it. So part of the Rumble raid from Sunker, well, I think this eccentric was already here because he's got bees in the chat. Another one of our fine channel subscribers, which you also become boys and girls for $5 or less a month, depending on what platform you're on. And if you do it over on Rumble, you get ad-free watching our streams and all of our content over there, plus access to all of our premium content as well, where you guys get to see my back end while I do things on my computer after the streams are over. And that's for $5 a month over on Rumble. But if you want to support on any one of the rest of the platforms out there, they're varying prices and all that kind of stuff. And I updated the credits after the Bible study. So if you want to stick around after the end of the show, or if you want to pay me to see it, boys and girls, we have the new credits ready to go. So Shadow Ward 99, another one of our fine channel subscribers, James Cash.
Hey,
Madman here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the screen because this is because of James and Cinch and
Levistra.
oh no, wait, and Levistra. Oh, here, I clicked the wrong one. Because this was absolutely insane. But no, this was because of James Cash and Spartacus. Yeah, I had set up the $600 goal as something that we just keep around and hopefully have like in the future at some point we'd hit that every week. We'd hit like $600 a week. And James Cash was just feeling like all antsy and was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep you in the chair until like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And he did. And so James Cash says, nerd has survived the long $5 Fridays. I need to work harder, I suppose. I guess so. It wasn't quite 24 hours. It was 21 hours. But it wasn't quite 24 hours. It literally was. And then, like I said, Levistra and Parathis came in and made it go until like 8. And then I think he sent one of his friends in because they came in first ever super chat on my gaming channel. I take that back. I think Mr. Gregory did that. But like the first one for like $5 on the $5 Fridays, they came in. So like the gaming channel, like if somebody had to have told them because they subscribed to the channel and donated $5. So it had to be Levistra. It had to be him. And so they came in and put me to 8:05. And then I was so out of it at that point, I completely forgot that it was 8:05 and we went till 8:10.
You gave him a little bit extra.
I did. I gave him a little bit extra. Exactly. Oh, so good to see you guys. Jim Bone, what's up, buddy?
Hello.
Jim Bone, there he is. There's Shadow Ward. Now I can highlight them. And we got a bunch of folks over on YouTube we got to say hi to. But there's Jim Bone giving me the thumbs up. Jake Rom over on the YouTube side. What's up, buddy? Yo, nerd, I'm early. What's up? Is your toaster safe, my brother? Always. My toaster is always safe. I always keep my toaster safe. It's a Warhammer 40K joke. The Adeptus Mechanicus are toaster screwers. They like to boink toasters. So you always have to keep your toasters away from the Adeptus Mechanicus because they're like, they're mechanical robots.
Like an actual toaster for bread.
Yeah, like an extra toaster for bread. But that's the running joke. They like to have relations with toasters. That's the Warhammer 40K joke. So yeah. Oh, cool. There you go. There you go. Doctor Who nonsense. So if the show is any good, there you go. Well, you're going to be in for a real fun ride when we get to Classic Who, because then we'll basically essentially start over with everything. And that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, grab your beer, John. There you go. If anybody wants to, feed me gummies. Feed me gummies. We got Dancing Sunker, Dancing Baby. You can feed me nasty sour cannabis gummies. Got little gummy bear ones you can send me. I'll throw the little thingy up since we're talking about it. Since he decided to grab a beer, I'll throw that up there on there
I
as
got
well.
a beer too. So you can
Hey, there you go. Sunker's got one too.
It's been that kind of a, oh no.
It's been one of those
Monday.
kind of days. There you go.
It's
that's
like
the wrong
more
one.
of the impending doom of Monday.
There you go. But yeah, there's all your fun things we can do up top as well. So there you go. Enjoy, Jake. Absolutely enjoy. John Washburn. Is she making faces? Sunker's always making faces.
He was making faces.
Mars Monkey Max, what's up, buddy? Thumbs up where? Exactly. Hit the like button, smash it, whip that like button like you're a money, like you're like they're a money changer and you're Jesus. Just like whip that like button like it's a money changer. Do it. Kick that like button out of the temple. Do it. Oh, got a mountain lion cub. They lived for 20 years, domesticated. Hey, there you go.
Oh, I always saw those ones and like, how can you keep something so fucking powerful?
I knew some people in Missouri that had them when I was growing up as a kid. Mars, I think just my theory. I don't know. This is just me spitballing, just me guessing. But I would imagine it's probably because somebody used them to steal at some point. Because they love shiny things and they will totally grab it and bring it back to a little hole. And so I'd imagine you could train one to legitimately steal. So yeah, I could totally see that might be the reason.
It's most likely an ecosystem thing. They want to avoid something occurring similar to what happened in Florida with snakes. So they're like, no ferrets, you bastards. Boy. Well, on the plus side, also, California did go overtake the brave stance of making bestiality illegal. So,
the fact that wasn't already on the books tells a lot about California.
We at least made that very brave stance.
There was a blind pet deer that happened to you recently. That's true too, James. That was very sad. I remember that. That was very sad. They're suing over the squirrel. Yes, they are. Pet squirrels are more normal than most people know, especially in the South. This is so true, Jim Bone. By the way, good to see you, Jim Bone. Another one of our fine channel subscribers.
And in Japan as well, I believe.
Oh, wow. Really? I had no idea. Squirrels also taste great in a stew. That's true too, Jake. I've never actually had squirrel before. That is true. You're a Patriot nerd. Good to see you, buddy. He says squirrels are still rodents. This is true as well. I wouldn't eat rat soup, though. I might eat squirrel. Yep, that's right. Yep, exactly. Some Karen that reported them got ran off the internet, deleting all their social media. I remember that. Yeah, she got exactly what she deserved.
The internet
she got a lot of blowback. That's right. The internet does not forget. What's up, Melissa Smith? That's why the fox and the hound doesn't make any sense. The fox would never ever survive being dropped in the middle of the woods like that. That's probably a good point. Freddy's, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Fred. Glad you made it in, buddy. Good to see you. That's cold, man. That squirrel is black. Exactly, Mars. Exactly. Oh, that is great. Don't you mean a vow of celibacy, common nerd? I mean, if I got to go to a monastery, isn't it kind of like automatically implied on that one? Isn't it kind of automatically implied? Yeah, street scammers in New York, they're all fun to come across. I believe it. Common nerd is white passing. True statement. Shut up, you racist. I love it.
It just reminds me a little bit of JT when I think Chrissy Meir called him a cholo, and he's like, I'm fucking white.
I love that so much. Peter back with Fansite. What's going on, sister? Good to see you, Fansite. Glad you made it in. Fansite will be holding down the kick here in a little while. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's the South Park joke back when South Park was funny. It went over and did the California song joke. California, they'll take it. They'll give you money. Like, yes, we have created such a horrific, bad problem. Like, I think in California, they, discovered a new, horrific flesh-eating bacteria due to the homeless shit. I remember hearing about that. Yep. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Shadow Ward 99. There you go. New York City. I believe it. James. I absolutely believe it, brother. Yeah, California used to not be nuts. A long time ago there. Yeah, that's true, John. Yeah, no one knows anyone who meets Mandami, who wants Mandami. Well, that's good to hear. New Yorker there. There you go. That's good to hear, John. I hope that ends up working out. That would be bad. That's true. There you go. Porta potty hotels. I know Japan's got really small stuff too.
Well, they got
Uh,
those coffin beds because they if you go there for business and you want to be very cheap, you can just get a coffin bed. Big
there you go.
capsule beds.
There you go. Yeah, everybody's got a level of crazy. That's true. It's kind of like dealing with women. You got to find the level of crazy you're willing to deal with. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, there you go. Tom Baker's John's Doctor Who. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
That was mine.
I hope Grant stayed warm in his Yeti fur coat down under, right, fan site, right? Oh man, oh man, he's been burning his copies of the Doctor Who magazine to keep warm. I'm
Really?
kidding,
Right?
I'm kidding. No, my God, Sunker, Jesus,
Dude,
You're
no, like
you were so bad about that. Oh,
I'm very naive and gullible. But no, I do remember that being a thing when the Europeans in their infinite wisdom went over and decided to run everything off like solar and wind. And then
Oh yeah, and all the rolling
power
blackouts.
they had the rolling blackouts. And then they were very, very cold because it was winter. So they were going into the horrific fire. They were going over and cutting down these ancient trees because they're like, we're fucking freezing, bish.
Yep, I believe it. Rankin Knight, what's up, Rankin? Good to see you, buddy. What's up?
So-
What's up, Rankin? Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in. Right? Exactly. You got to watch out for those. That's right, Jake. Dude, you got to watch out for those. It's true. I mean, just come join the Bible study on Sundays. Like there was like half of Proverbs. It was all about stay away from like bad sinful women. It's like half of Proverbs, man. It's like really Proverbs is like literally Solomon writing to his sons, like, boys, you need to listen to me here. Okay. I've made these mistakes. Listen to me, gentlemen. It's great.
And men still have not.
No. Every day. Rocky McCobb, what's up, buddy? Tune is a cool game. There you go. Where are these Acme grenades? I know they probably were Acme.
They should have been.
That's right, Rocky. It is transformative. That's an absolute fact, buddy. That's why it's totally okay. All right, just making sure I don't miss nobody out there. And yeah, like you said, you got lots of fun new folks over there on the thingamabobber out there.
Hello.
Grant moved in with an Indian family? Not yet. It's not quite that bad. This isn't Doctor Who during like the whatchamacallit invasion. It's not quite that bad yet. It's true, Jake. It's true.
Oh yeah.
They do. All right, it's so reliable. So reliable. You guys know. It's so reliable. I'm so glad our new energy department is completely like, no, we're switching everything back on and we're going to start building nuclear power plants. The only problem is it's going to take about 3 years. So just understand prices are still going to be expensive for the next couple of years.
But once it's set, it's set. So as long as you make sure, like, everyone who worried about Chernobyl, it's okay. Chernobyl was because the fucking communists have no fucking idea how to run anything with efficiency.
This is true.
They were trying to cool shit down with lead, and that's why it ended up exploding. There wasn't a good enough coolant.
Yep.
Amongst a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, besides the whole bunch of other things. Yeah, that technology has come so far, it's not even funny. Like, they have the little mini ones now that you can literally just bury outside of a city and it'll power the city for like 50 years.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm waiting for to become like commercially like viable for like an individual to buy. Because when we get out in the country, that's what's going in my ground, dude. We will never need anything else in like my
a solid lead box. Just make sure the uranium. Oh my god, we're going to Fallout. We're doing this.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. What's up, Rocky McCab? There you go. What's up?
Hello.
There you go. Shifting. There you go. Russia was in space before us. They were first to test nuclear energy. Yeah, and they were the first to have a massive meltdown. Aren't you glad they went first in some of those occasions?
That is true, Mars needs Max. You are absolutely right. Russia did beat America out in some things, but they also flew up their nuclear power plant,
and their entire country collapsed.
And they sent in soldiers with wooden guns.
This is true. NASA.
American. This is what with the later end of New Who. They made too many fucking American stuff. So I understand why they are using America NASA, but I wish they had something else. I wish they got away from America.
Yeah, but its problem was it's like, what are you going to use? The British Space Agency? Do they even like actually have one? You know what I mean? Like, I've never heard of it. Like, I'm sure they launch satellites and stuff, I would imagine, on occasion, but like I don't know. I legitimately have never heard of like a British space program. So what else are they going to use?
I know.
What are you going to do? Go use Russia's space program? Come on now.
I know.
I mean, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If Britain does really have a space program, somebody let me know in the chat.
There was
I have no problem admitting I'm wrong.
There is the India space program, which this year they went over and managed to land something. I don't know if it was on the moon or Mars. It might have been.
Oh no, it was on the moon, kind of probe or something on the moon.
Perfectly. So
Yeah,
it's
so
like,
good job.
hey,
Good job for Indians.
they were so fucking happy about it. It was just like there were parades
big-
and everything. It's like, yeah.
Well, you got to think about the fact that like the majority of that country lives in like, well, not the majority, but a good, probably a slight majority of that country lives in like pretty much abject poverty.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, especially compared to our standards.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's one of those situations like that is a really big deal for them all to be able to come together and do something like that. That's huge. So yeah, so good luck to them. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
Good luck to them. That's what we need. That's what we needed in, that's one of the things we needed in, that, what was it? The whales episode, the space whale episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. We needed to see India's ship. That would have been funny.
That would have been very funny. That would explain the Queen of England a little bit more.
Right? Nah, she was mixed. She was
It's my penis.
I was about to say he probably crossed his testicles as well. So. that was just the vasectomy though, because his wife's what? Just because it's a BBC show from 2018, he's got to be gay.
Yes.
Come on now, at this point they didn't like gay people in NASA. This is America. Remember, they're the most bigoted country on the planet, or we're the most bigoted country on the planet. They don't like gay people
They
in
make all
NASA.
the fun things that everyone else uses or stole from.
I have no idea. I mean, we do have quite a few countdowns in Doctor Who episodes, like extensively. Let's be honest here. There's a lot of those. And it's not the first time that the Doctor's been to NASA either. So there's also that as well. And honestly, I mean, I'm kind of with him. I probably couldn't resist a countdown. If I was like watching something go off at NASA, I'd totally be counting down along with everybody else too.
Yeah, like it's the fucking New Year.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. All right, we'll give you a little bit more, and then we're gonna cut off.
They do knock us on it if we go too long.
They do. They get yelled.
What? A bit embarrassing.
Yeah, obviously, we're more. This is Earth. We're not gonna care about your aliens being on the moon. We care about humans being on the moon. Okay, get it through your head, Doctor. Come on.
Sorry,
obviously.
the big old fucking fuck off lizard people, I guess, were there first before they went over and buried themselves in the core of the earth. But
Well, and she wouldn't know about the lizard people either. So
she would not.
she would not know about the lizard people.
She would be so down with those lesbians. She'd be so fucking happy.
Oh, do not take her back. Oh, what was the name of the street that they were on? The something gang? I can't remember what they called them.
I can't remember, but I would love to see her go there, and then the lizard girls whip her into shape.
Make her a better companion, make her more observant, teach her things, maybe educate her a little bit. Yeah, there you go. But no, you can't have that because she's well, actually, you know what? Honestly, the nice part about that is she is not an insufferable, know-it-all, perfect key to everything in a lot of cases. Like she's really like, there are some situations where it's like, oh, you've got to make the decision or whatever. But also like a lot of them, it's not like that every time. Like, I know like that was one of the things that like really frustrated you a lot with like Clara and stuff like that, is it always seemed like she was supposed to be the key to everything.
Well, they made her the
I
key
can
to
see
everything,
that.
And sometimes when the doctor was just like, I'm making it your decision, like with the egg, it was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? You could tell them, by the way, it lays an egg, it'll be fine. Like any other normal doctor would go over and say that. He was just being a cunt in that episode.
Right. Yeah, well, it was one of those, they were trying to push a moral question, right? And it was just like, it was too on the nose. It was too forced. because it didn't make sense for, like you said, for the doctor to just go, no, it'll be an egg. It's going to hatch. It'll be fine. I've seen this before.
Mhm.
Like, unless your argument is, well, he's never seen this before. And it's like, well, you didn't make that very apparent in the episode. So that's not a fair argument. You'd have to make that very apparent. This is something even new to him, which honestly would get him excited, which you would see, all of that kind of stuff. But you didn't get that. You just got a forced moral decision for no other reason than a forced moral decision. And to make some kind of commentary that really wasn't even clear.
It was not. It was like, it was that allegory. But
The
thing that also made me like laugh was they're like, turn all the lights if you want us to go over and allow this to happen, or keep a light on if you want everything to happen, turn it off if you want us to go over and stop it. And there's like, the entire earth shut down. It's just like, oh my god. What about the doomsday cults? There would be one light. If anything, a cynical bastard would be like, we're going to keep this on. Let's end it.
I can see, like, literally, like, my biggest disagreement with that map was like, I'm sorry, all of New York City would have their lights on, all of Los Angeles, all of San Francisco, Chicago would light up, like, the towers and everything that they've got, the little, whatchamacallit, that what was, I don't know what, I know there's a tower in that place. But like, no, all of those places would be lit up like the sun. Austin, dude, they'd have every car on the street. Like, everybody would be driving. Like, that would be the one time the eco-friendly psychopaths didn't care about burning through electricity and like coal and natural gas and oil and stuff like that, dude. Yeah, no, that's the one thing. That's why it's like, it's just such a ridiculous thing. It was just like, I don't know what they're trying to say. It wasn't very clear, and they did a really crappy job of doing it.
And the thing that killed me was just none of the lights moved on. And what happens? It's Clara. Clara has to be the one to make the big decision.
Yeah, Clara and that other chick. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, fuck you. Anyways, back to happier times.
Yeah, because we got Nardole now. Nardole's great. Get embarrassed. Well, let's go ahead and do it now, and then we'll go ahead and cut off over to the other side. We'll just go ahead and do this too now. So Valkyrie is, so that if you want to find out what Valkyrie is, boys and girls, you've got to join us over on the Rumble side of things. Link is pinned in the chat if you're over on YouTube, and if you're catching this on the replay, boys and girls, join us over on the Rumble at the Common Nerd. No S. But before we do, are my buttons being dumb again? My buttons are being dumb. Oh man. I'm gonna see if I can promote you to moderator. Okay. Sonker, try hitting auto. See what happens when you hit auto up at the top. Do you have auto now? Or can you just highlight chat?
I have to leave and come back.
Okay, you do that. See if it works for you. And then I'll be able to. I can't, man. Oh man, yep, it's totally glitching out on me. We'll wait for Sunker to come back because we'll see if we can get something at least. We can see if we can at least get a cook.
I'm back. And I lost all the wonderful chats and the fun talking. And yes, turn on camera. I guess that was a complaint where it didn't ask you whether or not you were sure you wanted to turn on the camera. So that was something they added in.
That's so funny. But James Cash, we'll get to this before I got to refresh, and we got to 86 the YouTube anyway. For 50 over on the Streamlabs side, you guys saw the dragon all over my face. It's got to work early tomorrow, so I got to dip out. Enjoy the freedom. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that, James Cash. And let's see if I can get in case anyone wasn't aware, boys and girls, you know what a 50 gets you around here? Do you know what a 50 gets you around here, boys and girls? Let's see if this will play or not. No, it won't. I'm gonna have to refresh.
I don't know what he's going to do, but I don't think I'm going to like it. Chat, save me.
There we go.
I mean, hi.
I told you that only take a second. I should refresh. Because, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, for 50 around here, you get one of Stunker's favorite videos.
Ah! No! Ah!
Making out with a lizard.
She's literally falling out of her chair, ladies and gentlemen.
Forked tongue and emerald eyes got me hypnotized. Making out with a lizard.
What's really genius, though, if you look at this, you can see
Making out
some of the stuff I have in my background that's being replicated, like the clock.
Yeah, the
And,
clock, the light.
Oh, my medicine
You
cabinet.
got 2 lights. Yeah.
Forked tongue and emerald eyes got me hypnotized.
Oh,
Making out
that's
with the
horrifying.
lizard.
Look, there's another clock. Yes, the blue light. It's the blue light that's always in the background.
Well,
in
it's
the picture.
because of my. It's because of my my jellyfish lamp.
Right.
But I also liked when it got my my 3-ring thing here. That's in one of the kissing things too. So, haha.
Oh my God, that's great. Thank you, James. Get some rest, buddy. Have a good day tomorrow.
Thank you,
Appreciate you, my
James.
friend. And thank you for the absolutely insane day on Friday, dude. We got the electric bill and the water bill taken care of and got a bunch of
yeah.
stuff we needed for the house as well. So shout out, brother. You and Spartacus both. You guys are absolute MVPs. Thank you, brother. That is wild. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're over on the YouTube side, we certainly do appreciate you. But because of all the rules and all the silliness over there, we have to go over to the YouTube side of things, boys and girls. So, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate all of you over there. Sunker, tell everybody over there on YouTube, bye.
Goodbye. And see him.
Bye.
And
We
pill
love
the
you,
kick.
Fiona. Yeah, and Pilled and Kick and all those fans. Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye.
What's going
Sorry,
on?
I'm also ordering my food.
Oh, I have to. That's okay. You go ahead. I have to represent the screen anyway because I had to refresh. There we go. Bangarang. All right. Let's get to it. Bangarang. I'm bringing that.